Most men think attraction dies because a woman changed, but that's not what usually happens. What actually happens is much quieter and more uncomfortable. A woman starts feeling something small inside her chest that she doesn't like, and she can't even explain it properly. It's that feeling where a man suddenly looks a little less attractive than he did before. Not ugly, not bad, just slightly off. And the worst part is, most men create that feeling themselves without knowing. If you're the type of man who likes understanding things deeply, how attraction really works, how respect slowly shifts, how small behaviors change how women see you, then subscribe now. Not because I'm asking for a favor, but because the men who stay here usually start noticing patterns other men miss. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Women rarely say, "This behavior turned me off." They just become colder, shorter replies, less excitement, more distance, and you're left there trying to solve a puzzle that already started breaking days ago. But here's what men don't realize. Attraction rarely collapses from one big mistake. It collapses from small patterns that quietly change how she feels about you. Let's talk about 7 of the most common ones, not to shame you, but so you can see them clearly. The first mistake is trying too hard to impress her. You think you're showing effort, but she feels pressure. Maybe you're on a date, a nice restaurant. You're paying for everything, asking questions, laughing at every joke she makes. You're leaning forward, trying to be interesting, trying to show you're a good guy. And inside your head, you're thinking, I hope she likes me. I hope I'm not messing this up. I hope she sees I'm serious. But here's what men don't realize. When a man tries too hard to impress a woman, he accidentally places her above him, and attraction doesn't grow in that dynamic. It starts feeling like a job interview instead of chemistry. She doesn't think, wow, he's amazing. She thinks, why is he trying so hard? And that one mistake quietly shifts the power balance. Now, the second mistake is over-explaining yourself. This one destroys attraction faster than most men realize. Let's say she sends you a slightly cold text. Okay, that's it. Your brain immediately starts spinning. Did I say something wrong? Maybe she misunderstood me. I should explain what I meant. So you send a long message, then another, trying to clarify everything. But wait, this is where you lose her without knowing. Over-explaining signals anxiety, and anxiety quietly kills attraction. Strong men communicate clearly, but they don't rush to defend every small misunderstanding. The third mistake is losing your life when you start liking her. This happens to good men all the time. At the beginning, you had routines, gym, friends, your work focus, but once she enters your life, everything slowly starts orbiting around her. You cancel plans to see her. You answer texts instantly. You rearrange your schedule constantly. Inside your mind, you're thinking, that's what a good boyfriend does. But here's the twist most men don't realize. Women don't lose attraction when a man cares. They lose attraction when a man disappears into them. Because attraction requires space. A woman wants to feel like she entered your life, not became your entire life. Now, let's talk about the fourth mistake, reacting emotionally to small tests. And yes, tests happen. Not always consciously, but they happen. Maybe she teases you in front of her friends. Maybe she questions something small you said. Maybe she challenges your opinion. Many men react instantly, defensive, annoyed, trying to prove themselves. And in that moment, something subtle happens. She stops seeing calm confidence and starts seeing fragile ego. But here's the deeper psychology. Women often observe how a man handles pressure, not because they want to fight, but because emotional stability feels safe. If a man becomes reactive quickly, attraction slowly drops. The fifth mistake is trying to buy affection. This one is extremely common. Paying for things is not the issue. Generosity can be attractive, but when a man starts using money as proof of his value, something shifts. Maybe you're always the one paying, always the one giving gifts, always the one solving her problems. And inside your mind, you're hoping she will appreciate you more. But here's the painful truth many men discover too late. You cannot purchase attraction. You can only support attraction that already exists. When generosity becomes a strategy instead of a natural gesture, women feel the pressure behind it, and pressure is not attractive. The sixth mistake is becoming predictable too quickly. At the beginning of attraction, there's curiosity, mystery, energy, but many men rush to show everything about themselves immediately. They reveal all their feelings, all their plans, all their emotions, and suddenly the dynamic becomes too clear too fast. She knows exactly how you feel. She knows exactly how available you are. And here's the uncomfortable truth: human attraction often grows through discovery. When everything becomes predictable too early, curiosity fades. Now, the seventh mistake is subtle but powerful: seeking constant reassurance. You may not even notice you're doing it. Do you like me? Are you mad? Are we okay? You still care about me, right? These questions usually come from anxiety, from wanting security. But here's what men don't realize: confidence is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to hold emotional uncertainty without collapsing into it. When reassurance becomes frequent, attraction starts feeling like emotional babysitting, and no one feels attracted while babysitting someone's confidence. Now, here's the truth that changes everything. None of these mistakes mean you are a bad man. Most men make them because they care, because they want the relationship to work, because they were never taught how attraction actually moves. But the mindset shift is simple. Stop trying to prove your value, start living from it. That means something very practical for the next week. First, keep your life full. If you have gym days, keep them. If you have hobbies, keep them. Your life should never shrink because someone entered it. Second, slow down your reactions. If a text feels strange, pause. You don't need to solve everything immediately. Calmness communicates more confidence than explanations ever will. Third, stop performing. You don't need to entertain her constantly. You don't need to impress her every minute. Just be present. Fourth, let attraction breathe. Don't rush emotional intensity. Curiosity is part of attraction. Allow it. And finally, remove the need for constant reassurance. Instead of asking, "Do you like me?" try something different. Say things like, "I enjoy spending time with you. Let's see where this goes. I like your energy." Simple, calm, no pressure. That tone changes everything. And if you notice yourself making some of these mistakes, don't panic, just adjust, because attraction is not destroyed by one moment. It shifts through patterns, and once you see the patterns clearly, you start moving differently, not to manipulate women, but to show up as a man who is calm, centered, and comfortable with himself. And that kind of presence is what quietly keeps attraction alive.